Where's the underlying value in the stock markets? Look at the price-earnings ratios. Look at the dividends that the corporations are paying or not paying. Look at the loss in value of the assets. Look at the loss in sales. Look at the shrinking of the companies, the layoffs, and the abandonment of markets. And you tell me that there's value there to support an expanding stock market? It's exactly the same bubble that we saw with the subprime market, in my view. So I think that both of those, the real estate and the stock market, have quite a way to go before they find their true equilibrium. But almost everything else, where prices were based pretty much on human effort, I think we're going to see inflation, and a lot of it. Much of the money that has come into the top of the bucket that we talked about is still in the pipeline in a way. It's still in the balance sheets of the banks and the corporations. They're just now beginning to spend it, but they've been hanging on to it, you've noticed. So it hasn't, for the most part, reached the economy yet. Once it starts to reach the economy, then I think we're going to see a very rapid expansion of the money supply in circulation, and that's when we'll see the true effect of inflation. So I think we're going to see deflation on the bubble markets and inflation on the markets of just about everything else. Again, I'll be talking about that in more detail in the seminar, and give you perhaps some tips as to which markets are the best ones to avoid and which ones are the best ones to stick around. And now I finally come to the main theme of part number 2, which is this business about counting your money on the sinking Lusitania or Titanic. I think any discussion of monetary issues in the Federal Reserve that doesn't include a look at our vanishing liberties is very, very deficient and almost criminal, because it doesn't make any difference how much money you have if you lose your freedom. To me, I think that they're the two most valuable things in life, above and beyond, of course, your friends and your family, but I would say your freedom and your health. If you don't have health, it doesn't make much difference if you're sickly, if you're if you don't have health, nothing matters. You're going to be gone in a few days anyway. And if you don't have freedom, it just makes you a healthy slave. You can work harder for the Lord and Master. So I've always been an advocate of paying attention to both areas of our lives. And money is an avenue of enjoying your freedom, in my opinion. Money's primary value is based on the assumption that you have the freedom to spend it in the way in which you wish. If you don't have freedom to spend it, you probably don't even have it in the first place. In every country in the world that has been taken over by totalitarian systems, especially of the collectivist model, where they like to preach about representing the people, we're doing this for the people, the greatest good of the greatest number. It's one of the tenets of collectivism, and you'll find it beneath all of the totalitarian systems of the modern world: communism, fascism, Nazism. They all are based on the assumption that they represent the people's interest. There's always some dictator who says, I represent the people and I can tell you what the people need, but don't forget it's always for the people. And so in those systems, whenever they come to power, anyone from the old order that had a lot of money are usually killed, because they know they'll never go along with the new system, and they're usually paraded before the people as enemies of the state. These are the big, greedy capitalists. These are the landholders. These are the managers who made your life so miserable. These are the people that caused the collapse of the system. And so anybody with a lot of money under those conditions may not be so happy to have a lot of money. The reason I'm saying this is not to be pessimistic or to sound frightening or anything, but it's to emphasize the importance of preserving the system of freedom. And I think that any effort to enhance our economic position and our security must be matched by a serious effort to restore the system of freedom in which we live. And that means, of course, we have to slay the creature, because the creature from Jekyll Island is the mechanism by which the totalitarian system that we now are facing is funded You take that away, and the system would have no way to pay its way. You couldn't control you, couldn't pay for the armies, the police, couldn't do all of these things that we don't like. And so we must get rid of the creature from Jekyll Island. We have to slay that thing. And can it be done? Yes. Of course it can be done. It can be done exactly the way it was created. It was created by Congress. Congress technically has the right to abolish the Federal Reserve System. So it points us right in the direction we must recapture control of Congress. Writing letters to your congressman is okay if you want to do that, but I say the answer is to replace those congressmen. So I just want to close now by inviting you all to come to the seminar Saturday if you want to hear some more views on this topic. But most of all, I want you to join with me. And together, let's take this creature from Jekyll Island, jam it back into the bottle, put the cork in it, bury it in cement, and take it to the deepest sea and throw it in. Thank you.